Review. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. BRC retail sales monitor published overnight from the UK sees deterioration from 1.5% to 1.2%, way below the forecast of 2.6%. Nevertheless, the major event of the Asian session was the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision. The RBA decided to leave the interest rate at the level of 3.6%. Together with the interest rate decision, rate statement has been issued as well. German trade balance is up from 15.3 billion euro to 16.9 billion euro. At 9 o'clock, President Joachim Nagel will give a speech. Then we have a bunch of data from them. UK again, 3:15. Bank of England MPC member Mann and Ramsdell will give a speech. Then data from the USA are scheduled for release. JOLTS job openings are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. EIA short-term energy outlook scheduled for release at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, the 10-year note auction, and at 10:30 API weekly crude oil stock. So quite easy day for the data release for macro traders. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. For our chart of the euro dollar, is showing us another test of the trend line, a nice bounce to the upside with this week here, and this week, as you can see, penetrated the levels of 50 and a little bit sub 50 levels. 47 points was hit. For now, the market is still above the trend line, above 100 periods moving average, above this technical support at 1.1614. So the outlook remains sideways to bearish. If we break below trend line and then below the support, of course, the movement to the downside might accelerate. Nevertheless, ABC Elliott wave corrective pattern has been completed at the level of 1.1683, and the market is ready to move lower. Australian dollar is reacting on the interest rate decision. Well, you can see clearly that it is not reacting that much. 6,652 is the technical resistance level, so we can mark it here. And the market is trying to move above this level. Very nice impulsive wave development from the extremely oversold conditions towards the extremely overbought conditions. So let me just mark this this situation here, this swing up. What you can see here is a test of the technical support, and the technical support was here, and it's nicely tested first here, then here. So we will treat it as the technical support, 6,619. And for now, from the basic technical point of view, this is it. Let's say if there is, let's check if there is any. Maybe some channel is here, but I don't think that there is any matching channel. Something like that, maybe, just maybe. Doesn't look bad at all. Nevertheless, this is only some sort of the helpful tool for the traders. The most important part is that we hit the extremely overbought conditions. Now the market is ready to move lower, to do the pullback. If the level of 6,652 is not violated, the market might reverse lower. First confirmation comes with this candle low breakout, 6,612. British pound after the data doesn't do anything. As you can see, we are moving up and down, very low volatility. Maybe some sort of the short-term trend line can be applied here, but maybe something like this. But in the short term, obviously, you can see the movement to the upside. We can see the test of this trend line. Okay, so something like this, right? Breakout, test, and now the bulls have a right to move higher. Obviously, momentum is strong, momentum is positive, so good conditions for the upward movement. And the local technical support, intraday technical support, 1.3305. So that's the technical support. Next target is obviously at the swing high, 1.3384, and this is the technical resistance. So outlook short-term bullish for the British pound. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Hello. Hello, hello. There you go. So we got the breakout to the upside, right, above the trend line. Strong momentum to the upside. Breakout above the technical resistance, 155.74. Breakout above 100 periods moving average. Now it will work. It will work as the technical, dynamic technical support. Local high 156.44. So higher we go. Next targets are 156.59 and one more, maybe a little bit more visible here on this market, is 157.12. So there are some technical resistance levels. Nevertheless, very nice breakout to the upside. This technical support at 154.45 is claimed. Now it's being recognized, so claimed by the bulls. There is no other way just to move higher. Gold market, again, still in range, still doesn't do much, still doesn't do anything suspicious. We are very, very close to 4,162. So that's the situation that corresponds with the negative sentiment, negative RSI, 42 points only. So we should see some sort of the downside movement soon, but it is very limited, because there is 100 periods moving average, there is technical support 4,133, there is trend line support as well. So downside limited, maybe something else will happen. S&P 500 doesn't do much these days, as the situation here is quite obvious right now. We are testing this level here, the 6,875. Now that's a technical support. Sorry, resistance, obviously resistance, but there is still some room to the upside before we will hit 6,921, the swing high from the last day of the October 2025. So this movement to the upside looks bullish. However, once we hit the extremely overbought conditions, then the momentum keeps moving lower. If we apply the 50 line here, let me just place it somewhere. There you go, 50. You can see that the market is now on the neutral, with the neutral momentum, and it's quite close to the technical resistance. So any spike in the momentum would likely be very, very similar to the spike in price, and we can easily take off the last swing high and make another all-time high on S&P 500. And last but not least, the Bitcoin. Well, the Bitcoin is still trading inside of the channel. Yesterday, very nice movement to the upside. However, for the 92,285 was the maximum what we can do with this. Then we have some sell-off to the downside towards the 100 periods moving average. But this 100 periods moving average is starting to doing some kind of a round bottom. Maybe is starting to curve to the upside. Now 90,572. Still, the next target for the bulls, 94,081, then the upper channel line, and then the major technical resistance and the supply zone, 98,000, 99,000, just below the $100,000 level. So please stay focused, stay vigilant. So far, so good. Doesn't actually look that bad for the bulls, despite the fact that we are moving very, very slowly to the upside after this V-shaped reversal. If the momentum breaks back above the level of 15, back towards the positive territory, we can see a very nice movement to the upside, and then test and then maybe even break out above technical resistance, upper trend line, and then the final target for the short-term traders, 98,000, 99,000 supply zone. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you next time. Take care and bye-bye.